Good afternoon, this is Bob Iaccino coming to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago, talking crude oil futures. Crude oil really a very small down move, only a few cents. April essentially has been a pretty good, strong month. We're talking about an unchanged week on week in crude oil now. We got rig counts today, 5 rig counts added. That's now 28 rigs added for the month of April. That's a pretty good production level. But again, week on week from last week, crude oil is virtually unchanged, only down a couple of pennies, settling right around that $68 level. Now, in terms of Iran, this is one of the factors that is affecting crude oil prices, at least to the upside. Iran continues to be at risk to get but a big chunk of their production cut off by the failure of President Donald Trump on May 12th to ratify that the Iranians have kept their promises as of the nuclear arms deal that President Obama signed. If he does that, the old sanctions come back in play. So that would take about another 1 million barrels of crude oil production off the market. Right now, Iran has kind of slowed their production slightly in accordance with the OPEC cut, but you're talking about a 1.4 million barrels a day coming off if those sanctions go back into place. So that's keeping a little bit of a bid under crude oil as well some other fundamental factors like geopolitics. The geopolitics are absolutely bullish for crude oil across the board. You're talking about a proxy war in Yemen between two of the major oil producers, Iran and Saudi Arabia. I've already mentioned the risk to the Iranian nuclear deal, any sort of sparking of tensions again with Russia and Syria, any sort of attacks from Yemen into Saudi Arabia. And then the only thing that could possibly hurt in geopolitics is if there were an acceleration of trade war between the US and China, and that could dampen demand. It would affect crude oil prices now, but it wouldn't affect actual demand until much later. So the geopolitics really on the bullish side of the ledger for crude oil as well. Crude oil, again, unchanged for the most part on the week. This is Bob Iaccino talking crude oil futures from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago.